Welcome to Saints in the Parish. This is Father Steve Williams. Would you like to grow deeper in your Catholic faith? Join us each week as we reflect on one particular aspect of Catholic teaching and spiritual life. Welcome to Saints in the Parish Podcast. This is reflections for those who are in the pews. You might ask yourself, why Saints in the Parish? And I know that a saint, is one who is in heaven with God. And so that obviously there can't really be any saints in the parish, but it's a wannabe saints in the parish, saints in the pew. And of course, we all want to be saints. So that's why we chose this particular podcast. It will be a joy to bring you this podcast each week. My name is Father Steve Williams. I am the pastor of St. Lawrence Catholic Church. I have been a priest for 33 years. I've been a pastor for about 18 years. Before that, I was a chaplain at a Catholic high school, McGill-Tulane, in Mobile. So I have some experience and would like to share some of those stories with you. I have a co-host with me here.
My name is Donald Paul Maddox. I am the Director of Parish Faith Engagement at St. Lawrence. I'm a husband. I'm about to be a new father any day now. And I go to a different parish in Mobile where my wife and I are active members. I was a seminarian for the Archdiocese for about 4 years. So that's my background in philosophy and theology. I'm about to get my master's in theology as well. So we're going to kind of come at it from two different perspectives, one as a priest with experience and another as somebody in the pews as a lay person.
Yeah, so hopefully this will be a great dialogue. You'll get a little more experience. You'll get a little more youth aspect. You'll get, obviously, like as Donald Paul mentioned, he's working on his master's in theology. So it's going to be, in keeping with the teachings of the church, of course. But it won't be necessarily as theological as other podcasts that were out there. Occasionally, when we run across a podcast that we really like, we'll see it down at the bottom. And so we'll reference a few other podcasts that might really help you. It is, as he mentioned, this is a way that we feel like we can reach many more people. And, as the director of parish engagement, we're trying to reach a lot of people. We're trying to engage a lot of people. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a particular subject each week. The subject could be the Mass, could be music at the Mass. It could be youth ministry. It could be prayer. How many of us would love to deepen our prayer life? It could be, evangelization. And you're like, what is evangelization? Well, how can I participate in evangelization? How can I get more involved in the parish? So it's going to have a lot. Hopefully the podcast will just have a lot to really help people in the parish.
Yeah, and it's really going to be for anybody in the pews, a father, a mother, a teen, maybe somebody in high school and college, grandparents, really anybody that you would find sitting in the pews who might not have the theological background that, a priest might have or somebody like that. But that's why it's specifically for you. We might hit some theological topics because we are talking about the Catholic faith, maybe some philosophy, but it won't be geared towards that. It's going to really be more practical, like Father said, like what is Catholic education? What is, youth ministry? Why is that important? And that's what we will seek to bring you every week when we do this podcast.
And the subtitle is Reflections for Those in the Pews. So it really is for people that are going to Mass. There's other podcasts out there that really can help people go back to church, or there's other podcasts that can help people understand the greater theological aspects of what's going on in the Catholic faith. We're kind of trying to just help those people that are sitting in the pews and would like to grow a little bit deeper in their faith. We are extremely blessed, I believe, to have such a wonderful church, so many aspects of the church that can really help us, but we can grow deeper in it. There's always room for improvement, and so that's kind of our hope, and that's our desire.
So just practically, this podcast will come out on Monday mornings, and it's going to be pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. So we'll have Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we will also have the audio and video on our YouTube channel, Saints in the Parish Podcast. So when it comes out, when you're listening, please make sure to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, especially if you're watching it on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel so that you'll be able to stay up to date when we post a new episode. But again, that will come out on Monday mornings for you.
And again, the blessing will be that these podcasts and the YouTube videos will be on file. So think about this. You listen to one, or you watch one, and it's on a subject that you particularly like. You get into a conversation with someone, and y'all are talking about different aspects of whatever the topic is. And you think to yourself, well, I heard Donald Paul and Father Steve talking about that subject. And you might even say to them, hey, go search, and you'll be able to go back and see these the videos or the podcast. We're hoping that we'll do about a year's worth, which would be about 50 of them throughout the year. And then we'll see where it goes from there. The good thing about you subscribing, and reviewing is that we get your input, which is really nice. Donald Paul is the producer, so he'll be helping us come up with the topics. He'll be helping us come up with the questions at the topics. So even if you have questions on a particular topic, you very well may hear that in our episodes as we go through the year.
And Father, would you like to thank our
Yeah, I would.
production?
I would like to take an opportunity to really thank 4 p.m. Media, who's helping us to make this happen through the production. They are a full service Catholic video production company. And so again, I want to take this opportunity to thank them. And if you ever think to yourself that you need something in your parish, or something you would like to have, a short recording of school, or, please feel free to give them a call, because again, we appreciate their help and their generosity in producing this.
And we look forward to seeing you every week and coming to you every week as we all seek to grow deeper in our faith together and to become saints in the pews.
God bless you.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Saints in the Parish Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share, as well as leave a review as we all seek to become saints in the parish.